All right, so here's the big question for you then. Does your guy Chase bounce back from this, or did his confidence just get blown right out the back of his head last night?
Dude, I mean, what race did you guys watch?
I watched Chase be
the first 10 minutes.
Don't include me.
The first 10 minutes of both motos, he was pretty much glued to Jet's wheel. I mean, in the second moto, he caught Jet.
He did.
I watched him be a distant third in two motos.
He caught him.
Then he gave up.
And then I thought he was going to pass him. And then you could just see he made like one little mistake. And then it was just like, he's like, all right, screw this bike. I'm done pushing the edge. I'm just going to take a third tonight.
Okay.
Which to me, that shows a lot of maturity out of him because, you know, he's had that reputation of just going until he crashes.
Yeah.
That's
so
true.
That crash.
I honestly think, like, taking my bias out of it, I think that was a championship play right there.
Okay.
Because
especially for round one,
that the next round is double points, and then the last round is triple points.
Yep.
So, and another thing, because Whiskey Throttle posted Chase like talking to his mechanic or somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just saying how he just can't ride the bike after 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I just saw everyone in the comments. So I was just like, I commented because that is a very real thing with this new KTM chassis. Like, I am maybe not even half as good as them, but I still go pretty darn fast on a dirt bike. And the second I bring because I have the same bike, I bring that thing to a hard pack track, I literally feel like I'm going to die. Like, when I try to go fast, I literally think coming into the corners that I might die at any moment.
What do you think it is?
Dude, it's something to do with, like, the rear end of the bike. I still haven't fully figured it out because I fully changed. So Southwick, bike's totally fine. I totally was comfortable on my bike at Southwick in the sand because your bike's always kind of moving around on you anyways in the sand.
Yeah.
So it's not really anything you have to worry about once you get it set up. But then I had to completely change my setting. I brought my stuff to FC, had them completely redo it before Unadilla because the second I put my clickers back to normal, not for the soft stuff, and went riding on hard pack, I was like, I feel like I'm riding with 2x4s and in a wooden shock. Like, it just felt like the bike was just not doing any work underneath me, and I just felt everything. And so I got the suspension better. My forks are pretty decent. The front end's still a little twitchy on that bike. Even with, I have some special races in that thing that rake the front end out to avoid a little bit of that. But even then, on high speed, hard pack stuff, dude, that bike just like, I literally don't know what to do because I just don't have any confidence in it, no matter what I do with the clickers or anything. And it tracks perfect coming out of the corners across the chop. Like, I've got that dialed in, but there's just like, for me, the rear end is just very unhappy coming into the corners at high speeds, no matter what you do. And it's on very hard pack stuff. And I think that's why, you know, we kind of saw Chase struggle during Supercross, because Supercross is known for being a lot more hard pack than outdoors. And, you know, as the outdoor season went on, Chase kind of got better as they got to know the bike better. And, you know, a lot of the outdoor tracks, they're ripped so deep that the dirt almost never comes into play because I would say 80% of the tracks end up the same because they just rip them so deep that you pretty much just need one setting. Other than Southwick, you need a different setting. Paula, you need a different setting. And probably Unadilla, maybe slightly different. But, I mean, other than that, or I'm sorry, Redbud. Not Unadilla, Redbud. But other than that, I mean, if you think about it, all the rest of the tracks develop near identical.
Well, I mean, that doesn't sound positive for your boy going forward then, because Vegas we know will be hard pack, and then who knows what Texas is going to be
You're not
like.
the only one.
Vegas makes me a little nervous, but I'm hoping that after this weekend, I mean, it's freaking factory KTM. Like they should be able to figure something out.
They didn't in Supercross.
You would think.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one with that bike. I know that much.
Let me ask you this: did you hear anything? So I've heard that during Supercross season, there was some rumblings going around that Chase was going to try to get out of his contract early here because the bike was so bad in Supercross. Was that real or fake?
I don't know.
Oh, come on, Eric.
Come on, sure you do.
Nobody listens to this
really
stupid
don't.
show anyway.
No, honest to God, I've never talked to him about anything like that. I never. This is the first I've actually heard of that. I had heard people saying that, oh, he regrets leaving and blah, 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 blah. But, like, me talking to Chase, I've never gotten that from him.
Okay.
Don't know that I would, but...
Well, Eric, you're part of a janky podcast now, so we're going to need that kind of information. You're going to have to bring these things up in conversation with these people now when you're around, all right?
I'll text Chase right now and I'll see if that's true.
Better yet,
there we go.
Let's three-way call him and see if we can bring him on.
Hey, Hey, Chase, did you try getting out of your contract? I need to know for this podcast I'm doing right now.
Yes.
Eric, you got to be so much more subtle than that. You got to be like, bro. So I keep hearing these rumors on Vital that you were trying to get out of your contract. Like, is this true? Come on, we can do this.
I don't think he's. I would go ahead and say no, just because I don't think he's one to give up that quickly on something.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's got, because obviously, like, he had offers from literally anyone and everything, pretty much, to go. He could have gone wherever he wanted. Yeah. And that's what he chose based off the bikes that he tested. So
he went. Did he go and ride the Star bike?
Yeah, I heard he did.
I don't know if I'm supposed to say it or not, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I heard that.
I was going to say, you can't get in trouble because Ricky on his podcast said that he ran into Chase in Tallahassee, so it's not that hard to figure out what the hell Chase is doing in Tallahassee, right? So
yeah.
But I was just like Ricky'd said that, and so I figured it was, but that was one of the things that I figured, like, you probably knew that he had either gone there or not.
Yeah, so. I think enough people have elaborated to that to where I don't think it really matters at this point.
Yeah. I don't understand why it matters anyway.
Yeah, I was surprised he didn't go with them.
Me too.
That is strange.
It's just a faster Honda, right? I mean, kind of.
I don't know about that.
No, because I've rode that new Yamaha, and that thing is definitely its own bike.